Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Artful Manifesting. Welcome back and welcome to all the new viewers. Thank you so much for all the likes, comments, and shares. I do read all your comments and enjoy them so much. To show you my appreciation, I am giving away a free personalized tarot reading. All you have to do to qualify is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment full moon below this video. Okay, so in today's timeless pick a card reading, we are finding out what the universe is conspiring to assist you with at this time. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest for others. Some messages are very specific and may or may not pertain to you. I do invite you to connect to your own guides at this time and ask for assistance in deciphering the images that you see, the sounds that you hear, and the messages that I share. All right, we have the Maiden, and Apocolypse. The Prayer. So those are your choices for the 3 readings. If you like to have the addition of knowing which stone accompanies each reading, let me introduce those now. For pile number 1, we have the ruby zoisite. And for pile number 2, we have sodalite. And for pile number 3, we have the Dalmatian jasper. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever card and or stone you are most drawn to is most likely the one meant for you. This card is a little bit different. You're welcome, of course, to listen to all the readings, 2 of the readings, whatever resonates with you, whatever you're drawn to. It's okay to be drawn to more than one or all of them, as each reading may shed additional light on your current situation, or it may pertain to different areas in your life. You'll find a link to those readings in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the ruby zoisite, which is a stone of spiritual awakening. It helps to connect you to your higher self, and it helps to raise your vibration by dispelling negative energy and encouraging positive energy. You also chose the card the Maiden, which is the first phase of Maiden Mother Crone. It is an energy of youthfulness, curiosity, and innocence. Let's see how both of those energies play into the rest of your reading. I do put the names of all the cards that I use in the description box below, if that is something that you're interested in. All right, we have moss agate, positivity change. Very nice. And chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, sleep. Beautiful. Let's take a couple of these oracle cards. How is the universe assisting pile number 1 at the current moment. We have the sheep and blackberry devotion. And the mouse and buttercup, innocence. Look at that. I just got finished saying the maiden was about innocence, and we have innocence here. All right, let's get some more information. I already have some ideas, but let's draw the tarot cards, see what else we can find out. All right, we have the Holly King, lighting the path, and 5 of chalices, the Knight of Athens, and 5 of Pentacles. The Holly King is inviting you to move away from isolation and introspection. The universe is encouraging you to re-engage with the external world, social connections, share your wisdom and experience. The Holly King is lighting the path for you. The Holly King is like the Hermit in other decks, but with this deck, the Holly King speaks of the old energy of the previous year being reborn as the infant new year, the Oak King. And so there's new life coming in. If this is something you're already doing, then this is validation that you are on the right path. The 5 of chalices is a turning point of emotional healing. The universe is conspiring to help you let go of past disappointments, losses, and encouraging you to focus on what remains and to embrace a more optimistic outlook. There's a potential for healing and renewal. Yes, you can hear my dog in the background. I see that this figure is pouring out, choosing to release, pouring out disappointment, self-judgment, shame, grief, sending that energy into the earth, into the ground, where it's renewed and neutralized so that it can be used for something beneficial. The Knight of Athens it suggests shifting away from impulsiveness or hasty decision making. The universe is conspiring to help you approach challenges with a calmer, more thoughtful manner. It encourages you to consider the consequences of your actions, communicate more effectively, avoid unnecessary conflicts. And so this person is determined, charging forward. And we see a badger here, also a very kind of aggressive, determined energy. And sometimes the universe is conspiring to help us, but we feel like it's a block. So let's say that you make a choice to spend some money, but when you go to, you're shopping online and you want to buy something, but when you go to click it, the page doesn't refresh in the way it's supposed to, and you have trouble doing it, or it doesn't accept your card because the site is down. Instead of feeling frustrated and blocked, recognize that the universe is conspiring to help you pause, help you not rush into things, help you to be less impulsive. The Five of Pentacles is an improvement in financial and material aspects. The universe is conspiring to help you overcome financial struggles or hardships. So there might even be new opportunities, support, a positive change in your material circumstances. Of course, one way that this is going to be is by the universe assisting you in blocking your spending, for example. And of course, the Five of Pentacles, it is coins, they're pentacles, so the first thing we think of is money and finances, but this can be any type of resources. So the universe is assisting you to improve on your resources, to increase your abundance. Which makes total sense if you're getting out there now after isolating, after hermiting away, even if you're not doing it in a physical sense of, being shut in at home, but you're always inside your head, then you're missing opportunities. And so the universe is getting your attention now, to take your attention from inward to outward, so that you will notice these opportunities that are going to help to improve your abundance and resources, your material situation. The moss agate, of course, positivity and change. It's reminding you that being in one place is comfortable, but it stagnates growth. And so the universe is conspiring to help you grow, not just in terms of resources, but in spiritual growth as well. The chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, sleep. I believe this card is in response to the Knight of Athens. Again, it's telling you to slow down, to think before you act. Take your time in making decisions, whether it's about spending or, spending money, or how you spend your time. Maybe you're even considering leaving your current job or workplace. So if that's the case, then the universe is just asking you to maybe put out some resumes, fill out some applications, and start the energy of replacing that income before releasing it. And that's just an example. It's just about thinking of the consequences, thinking ahead, and kind of calming down those impulsive energies. You know, the maiden has the innocence and naivety to go into the dark forest, right? So just be careful. The sheep and blackberry devotion is about tending to those that are innocent, tending to that aspect of yourself that is innocent, that aspect of yourself that lives in that moment and may be impulsive. But there's also a message, as with the Holly King. I want to bring this up because the Holly King refers to this as well. There's also a message of you caring for others in terms of being a teacher or a mentor, leading by example. And when we do that kind of thing, that definitely facilitates a change in us. You go from being babysat to babysitting, you take on a new role. And so what I see is that for some of you, there may be an opportunity for you to take on a role where you're the one that is coaching, guiding, leading, supervising, caring for others, which is going to help you embody a more mature energy and it's going to influence the decisions that you make. And then we have the mouse and buttercup. Let me check the book. I will say that it's a 0, so it's like the full card. Although this isn't a tarot deck, this is an oracle deck, but it's the idea of starting something new. So whether that's the mentor, teacher kind of role, or it's just the new energy of shifting and changing, leaving behind the energies of the past and becoming a newer version of yourself. I do want to check the book. Give me one moment. All right. The mouse in Buttercup is number 0. Both cards mark the start of a journey, and both remind us that we have much to learn. Mice are grounded and innocent, yet anyone who has dealt with a mouse in the house knows they are determined and highly adaptable. The mouse is paired with the humble buttercup, a symbol of childhood innocence. You may be embarking on a journey or starting down a new path. Remember that innocence and a lack of understanding are not negative qualities. Instead, they remind us of our capacity for growth, adaptability, and learning. Consider how you might adapt and learn to better lay the groundwork for future endeavors. So again, if you were to take on any new role, then you will be learning along the way. You know the saying, the best way to learn something is to teach it, because in order to be a good teacher, you need to study and prepare your lessons to share them with your students. But also, your students will ask questions that you may not have considered. And so there's going to be opportunity for you to learn as well. And that's okay. That's what makes life interesting, fun, exciting, adventurous. So I do see something new coming in for you. I see a change that's positive, and the universe is working with those energies, conspiring to help you bring this positive change. releasing the old and ushering in fresh, new, positive energy with opportunities to increase knowledge and wealth, opportunities for new experiences. Wonderful, wonderful reading. So happy for you. That is your message, beautiful soul. Wishing you the best on this amazing new chapter in your life. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card Apocolypsis, which is about unearthing a truth, shedding old stories, shattering old narratives, and then beginning new ones, writing new stories. You also chose the sodalite, which it actually helps with truth and intuition, along with verbalization of feelings, self-acceptance, self-trust, and it helps to bring order and calmness to the mind. So we'll see how these two energies play into the rest of your reading. I do put the names of all the decks that I use in the description box below, if that's something that you're interested in. It seemed like that one wanted to come out too, so I'll take 3. We have Trunk, Stability, Loyalty, Reliability, and Snow, Rest, Contemplation, Spring, Rebuilding, Awakening, Rebirth. That makes perfect sense for the Apocolypsis card. Let's take a couple from this deck. How is the universe conspiring to help pile number 2 at this time? All right, we have the Deer and Oat, Healing, and the Duck and Chrysanthemum, Luck. Very nice. All right, I'm already getting an idea, but let's keep going. Draw some tarot cards, see what more information we can get about how the universe is assisting pile number 2 at this time. All right, we have the 5 of Chalices, Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Amazing. Both of these cards came out in pile number 1. So if you were drawn to that pile, there may be something there for you. And the Queen of Pentacles. The 5 of Chalices is a positive shift in emotional healing. The universe is conspiring to help you let go of past losses and disappointments. We see here that she is pouring those out onto the ground. Any feelings of shame, grief, sorrow, releasing that into the earth so that it can be neutralized and made available as energy for growth. It's a newfound focus on what remains and a potential for emotional positivity, emotional renewal. The Ace of Wands represents a burst of creative and passionate energy. The universe is conspiring to bring you new and exciting opportunities. You're entering a phase of inspiration and initiation of fresh, innovative projects and endeavors. The Five of Pentacles is suggesting that the universe is conspiring to help you address or improve any financial struggles or aspects that you want to improve. So this may come in the form of new support, new resources, a shift towards overcoming any kind of material difficulties. The Queen of Pentacles is nurturing and a practical energy, and the universe is conspiring to help you approach your goals with a grounded and supportive mindset. Your focus will be on stability, abundance, a nurturing approach to both personal and financial matters. So pentacles, they are coins, but they're not just about money, although many times it can be. It's anything in the physical realm. They're also earth. It's an earth energy. So it's interesting when we look at the story that these cards tell. What we see is somebody pouring this into the earth, right? And going through these phases and then ending up as the Queen of Pentacles, which is, again, the suit of earth. It's amazing how the cards play out these stories, and the Apocolypsis is all about changing your story. The Trunk card is all about your core beliefs. Here it says stability, loyalty, reliability, which are values. They are core values. You might even want to make a list of your core values to help you understand exactly who you are and what you need. The Snow card is asking you to reflect on the past. So whatever this disappointment is that you're in the process of releasing, and for many of you, I feel like this apocalypse has already occurred, and now you are ready to move on, move forward to the next phase. And part of the healing that's going to come is with time, we look at these past events with a clearer mind. We have a better understanding of them, and we'll see them in a new way. So many times when we're in the middle of something, we can't see the whole picture. But as time moves on, we can see what was gained and perhaps what was lost, how it wasn't serving us. So giving yourself some distance in time from the apocalypse is going to allow you to see it in a new way, which will help you move forward. Spring, rebuilding, awakening, rebirth. It's a time of growth. It's a time of hatching new ideas, right? We have the Ace of Wands here, and then we have the spring with these little eggs beginning to crack and hatch. And so you may be starting new projects, new opportunities may be coming your way. You may look at current projects from a fresh perspective with newfound energy and creativity. The Deer and Oak card, again, is about healing. It's a reminder to be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself. Understand that this apocalypsis is worthy of rest and recuperation if you haven't done that yet. And if you already have, but perhaps have been judgmental or harsh on yourself about any time that you took to recover, this card is reminding you to use gentleness, to use nurturance with yourself. Many times we're good at doing that for others, but maybe not so much with ourselves. If you are taking care of yourself, then this is a validation of that, letting you know, good job, you are on the right path. And then I love this card, the duck and chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemums are symbols of abundance. They have so many petals. And you know, the reason we have the phrase lucky duck is because ducks throughout history have been a symbol of luck. And so this is a card that's letting you know you are about to enter a phase of abundance, not just material wealth, though we do have two pentacle cards here, but abundance of joy, happiness, experiences, creativity, growth, opportunities. There are opportunities coming your way. This is a confirmation of the Spring card and the Ace of Wands, letting you know, keep your eye out for these opportunities, because the universe is sending opportunities your way. Opportunities for you to expand your knowledge, opportunities for you to be creative, and opportunities for abundance and wealth. Absolutely beautiful. So happy for you. What a beautiful story, a new story that you get to be creative and write. So think about what your values are, think about what you want to hatch next, and then look for opportunities to experience life in that beautiful way. So happy for you. That is your soul, beautiful. That is your soul. That is your reading, beautiful soul. Your soul's journey. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for listening. I am sending you love and light on this new healed path where you get to embrace what you want, what you create. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card, the prayer, as well as the Dalmatian stone, which balances energies. It balances the yin and the yang. It helps to dispel any kind of negative thought patterns, nightmares, fears, and it encourages that playful side of us. So let's see how these two energies play into the rest of your message about how the universe is conspiring to help you at this time. I do put the names of all the cards that I use in the description box below if that's something you're interested in. All right, we have fruit, achievement, success. And already, you know, when I put this prayer card down, I noticed this star here. And we have these little star fruits. Potion, invigoration, empowerment. Another star. Wow. All right, let's keep going. Get some more information, a couple of cards from this oracle deck. All right. The skunk and magnolia, protection. The horse and bluebell, modest fortitude. All right, let's get some tarot cards so we can get some more information. How is the universe conspiring to help? Oh, there's 4 right there. Pile number 3 at this time. All right, we have the standing stone. The Knight of Chalices. And we see the same kind of stones here. An altar. The 8 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Chalices. All right, with the standing stone, we see the scale here, and it says harm none. It's about karma, and there is a Wiccan rule similar to the golden rule that says do whatever you want as long as you harm no one. And so that's what this harm none is. It's always acting in alignment with that value. The presence of this standing stone card means that the universe is conspiring to bring balance and fairness into your life. The scales are tipping in your favor, and your actions and decisions are aligning with a sense of ethical and karmic justice. If you have any legal matters or situations, then those are going to be resolved positively for you, which is great. The Knight of Chalices is suggesting a shift in emotional expression and approach. The universe is conspiring to guide you in re-evaluating how you channel your emotions and possibly even romantic pursuits. It might signal a need for emotional balance and discernment in your interactions. You want to be careful about idealizing situations or individuals without a realistic assessment. And that may be part of this balancing. And if this is something that you're already doing, then the universe is validating that you're doing that and telling you good job. The 8 of Pentacles is it indicates the universe is supporting your commitment to personal and professional growth. It's suggesting that your diligence, your efforts, your dedication to honing your skills are recognized. We see here this figure working on the craft, perfecting it. We see all of these that are worthy of hanging on the wall. The focus on craftsmanship and attention to detail can lead to tangible and fulfilling results in your endeavors. So the universe is giving you space to fine-tune your craftsmanship in whatever capacity that is for you. The Queen of Chalices is about emotional mastery and intuition. The universe is conspiring to help you tap into your emotional intelligence and nurture your relationships with empathy and compassion. This card is, a mature and intuitive person. So it's the universe is conspiring to help you become this person who approaches emotional well-being and connection with others with this mature and intuitive approach. So I feel with these two chalices and then the pentacles in between, it's like your heart is in the right place. And you are acting with integrity and alignment with your values. But of course, that doesn't mean that everybody else is at that level. And so you just need some tweaking, which is what the Eight of Pentacles is. It's tweaking your emotional intelligence so that you become the Queen of Chalices. So that even those who act without alignment, you will greet them with compassion. You come from a place of love, but you will do it without allowing your own cup to drain. You'll keep your own emotions intact. That's what the universe is assisting you with at this time. The fruit, achievement, success, I feel for many of you, you are shining at this time with whatever you're upscaling in, whether it's relationships or in your career. Again, we see these stars, which are reflected in the pentacles. And if you do have any kind of legal matter, then again, I do see you being successful. You, the matter being judged fairly in your favor. It could be some kind of document, and the reason that I say that is I've seen this card many times, but just now what's caught my eye is this spider. And spiders are connected to writing. The way that they weave their web, there's, the belief that they invented writing, they inspired writing with their weave webbing. There's a Greek story of Arachne studying the spiders writing, and so it's connected to writing. So if there's some kind of documents, something about writing, of course that's a very specific message, but if you are doing that, then of course you want to look at everything and make sure that it's fair for you, and I see that it will. The potion Invigoration Empowerment card. When we create potions, we do it with an intention. It's not just a matter of mixing together different ingredients. It's understanding the power of each of those ingredients and the synergy of combining those ingredients to create something new. There's a matter of intention and belief that the potion will be able to provide the user with whatever it was intended. So this card takes me back to the card of prayer and focusing on what you want and then trusting and believing that the universe is conspiring to help you achieve that. So whether it's understanding relationships or growing in your craftsmanship, in your career, in how you do things, how you understand things, whatever that applies to, and it could apply to many things, I do see this up level. For many of you, I do feel that it is related to relationships, but I also feel that, you know, our lives aren't compartmentalized as such, so that when we upscale in one area, it affects another area. So for example, if somebody upskills their craftsmanships, their talents, and they have a greater sense of pride in their work and in themselves, that is going to affect their relationships in a positive way, especially if the person was allowing others to get their way or they were feeling less worthy, so they kind of took a back seat in relationships. As they rise up in confidence and skill, they rise up in belief in themselves, in self-worth, and they recognize how valuable and worthy they are of situations. So the dynamics in relationships change. As our emotional intelligence changes, of course, that will also impact our work, because it doesn't only affect romantic relationships, it affects all relationships, including family members, neighbors, community, and co-workers. So for many of you, it is two levels that the universe is helping you with. It could be one initially that helps the other, or vice versa, or they just kind of happen simultaneously. But I see both of these energies in your reading at this time. The skunk and magnolia protection is about setting boundaries. But a skunk doesn't need to say anything. It doesn't need to be aggressive to set these boundaries. Just the mere sight of a skunk will have everybody, human and animals, keeping a distance. So they just naturally walk around with this protective bubble around them, because we know the potential of that spray. And so this is what I see as part of your emotional intelligence elevating. This will be a result of that, is as your intelligence, emotional intelligence levels up, you will be able to, through your presence and demeanor, establish boundaries without having to be aggressive or defensive. It will just be. It will just be. As your confidence rises, as your emotional intelligence rises, there'll be a new way of you setting boundaries. And the horse and bluebell, we see the bluebells hang down, and the horse's head is bowed. So even though it's a majestic creature, there's still a humbleness, as with the gesture of the bluebell. So even being a queen and having this emotional intelligence, you will have this, again, this magnanimous, benevolent, humble demeanor, gracious demeanor. Again, I see this majestic but gentle spirit is what you are becoming. It's what the universe is shining on you so that that can be seen. And it's not something that you will have to go out of your way to show others. It will just happen. You will be recognized for your skills, for your abilities. You won't need to try to promote yourself or have, go out of your way for people to recognize what you're doing. At this time, you're given the space to just really develop your skills, your craftsmanship, and the recognition will be coming soon without any effort on your own, other than just enjoying the process, enjoying the journey of fine-tuning your skills. So overall, it's a message of the universe conspiring to balance your life in personal development and emotional mastery, which is absolutely beautiful. What a wonderful reading. And beautiful soul, that is your message. I hope that you enjoyed it. Congratulations on this beautiful energy, this new path, this up skill, up level, understanding that you are in the process of experiencing. Thank you. Bye.